Let's go.
This isn't the Bureau's first time in Bright Falls.
That's the audio glitchy.
1970, 76,
First problem.
8. Last one was in 2010. It's not exactly clockwork, but this town sees way more altered world events than most. We knew it was just a matter of time before the lake acted up again. After the AWE in 2010, the FBC's research department set up a facility, the Lake House, to study the threshold in Cauldron Lake, find better ways to contain the entity inside. Your tax dollars at work. When we detected a spike in paranatural activity at Cauldron Lake, before I even knew you were on this case, Saga, the Lake House was my first stop. I was short-handed, hoped they could spare some help, maybe give us some intel on the situation. If I had any clue what was waiting for us in there, Saga, I'd have just kept on driving. This is Agent Estevez responding to an AWE alert in the vicinity. I need to speak with the Marmonts. So much for the welcome wagon. You all set up the perimeter. We're on the Threshold's doorstep, so keep your eyes peeled.
Yes, ma'am.
Game saved. Seems like the audio leveled out or something. Probably compiling shaders or some nonsense. Goals 3. Investigate the lake house. Speak to Dr. Marmont and Dr. Marmont, huh? And something else. How do we do this? Items. Estevez's ID card. Enter the lake house. Oh. Badging in. Badge any badgers?
This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything, radio me.
Roger that.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama. Your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect, my low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
Anybody recall when the last the Night Springs DLC dropped? I forget when that was. I want to say May, but I don't know if that's true. May, June. Swiping. Badge me, baby.
Hello? Agent Estevez, Investigations Department. No one wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility?
Hello.
No?
And welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, And
Mama.
this is my wife.
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols.
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the lake house. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, that seems healthy.
Whoops. So the character we're playing as, Estevez, does anybody know, are they brand new to the series for this DLC, or were they in Control? Even though I played Control back in January, I think? I don't recall. I feel like they were in it, though. The Lake House Daily. Good news, HQ still dark. Pie was good, more pie for the rest of us. We have coffee, Deerfest this week. Bad news, HQ still dark. We can zoom into. Nut allergy bad. No Ama beer. It's good, tried it. The artist is illegible. Someone stole the black whiteboard marker. All vacation time canceled. Mr. Boom, hello. Hello. Right mouse, zoom, escape, exit.
Dr. Marmont's not here. Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Doors swing both ways. Scene F. Barrows University, on the recommendation of the faculty and the virtue of the authority vested in them, the trustees of Barrows University have conferred on Jules Francois Marmont the degree of Doctor of Applied Science, and is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. William Dervaux, Chairman of the Board of Trustees. Paul Jensen, Dean of Barrows University.
Lower levels.
Here,
Need to head down.
what was I just saying last night? You play indie games, you get 0 hints. You play AAA title games, they get impatient with you and they start yelling at you within 30 seconds of what to do. You can't win. It's not like I need help here yet. Hey, Rachel, hello there. Federal Bureau of Control Special Service Certificate. This exceptional contribution certificate is awarded to Jules Francois Marmont. Grateful recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Bureau's scientific endeavors. Casper Darling, Head of Research. Notice of appointment from Dr. Casper Darling, Head of Research, to Dr. Jules Marmont. Subject appointment as Facility Head. The senior leadership of the Federal Bureau of Control has determined to appoint Dr. Jules Marmont as Head of Research at the facility at Cauldron Lake, Washington. The appointment will be shared with Diana Marmont, effective upon the facility's completion on July 18th. Zachariah Trench, Bureau Director. Casper Darling, Bureau Head of Research. Noted. To my fellow head of the lake house, love, Diana.
An experiment. That bodes well.
Experiment. Status in progress. In progress.
Changing passwords, huh?
From Security and Technical Support Division to all departments. Subject. Update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13th. All computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that the time being passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. You're welcome. You're welcome, IT. September 14th, 2023. Thursday. Science fact of the day. The most famous for acting, Hedy Lamarr also invented in her free time. She patented a frequency hopping device for torpedo guidance systems at the age of 38. Replacement keycard request form. Please fill out the fields below before delivering the form to security. A new keycard will be issued to you once your request is processed. Names, Jules Marmot. Position, co-head of research. Required clearance, the highest one. I forget what it is called. I wouldn't know either. Research for reason for replacement. My old card went missing. Indicate here if your card was stolen. How would I know if it is stolen or is lost? Why do you not put microchips inside to follow them if you are so concerned with this? I am the head of research and I expect a new card on my desk by the end of the workday. April 18th, 2020. Research profile. Reply subject P. Summary. Though extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability. I've never heard that word before. That manifests exclusively during the act of painting. The paintings feature scenes or events he would have no knowledge of, even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has an estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range is due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate their hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their paranatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. Conclusion. The subject is suspected to be a Class 2 para-utilitarian. I remember this from the game, but I can't remember how to say it. Para-utilitarian or something. Though additional testing will be required to confirm this. Don't worry, they'll surely say it at some point. At this time, his ability is not believed to be a direct threat to... It's a long one. Himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art he creates. The extent of this forecasting cannot be determined by researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. Everybody got all this? Everybody taking notes? Because I'm not. Don't need noters. Username, administrator, password. 1, 2, 3, 6 digits long.
Nustacat subscribed for 46 months.
That's not right.
Yo, Nastacat, thank
Listen
you for
here,
the
you
6 months.
Nastacat. 46 months of subscribing to that wanker Gozen. What were you thinking, wasting your money on that tosser? He's a talentless hack who couldn't cook a proper meal if his life depended on it.
I'm trying to hack
and don't
right now,
even get me
Ramsey.
started on his cringy Twitch chat and that useless mod Tico Boom. Stick to watching real chefs who actually know what they're doing in the kitchen, not some dolt who probably burns water.
GG. Thank you, Nastacat, for the prime sub. I greatly appreciate it. 46 months ago and strong. Thank you, thank you. F, no. Sorry, crotch dance may be distracting during gameplay. No, it's all good, thank you. There's plenty of other ways for me to be distracted or get distracted, which will inevitably happen at some point. I'm sure. Took the last cup of coffee, brew a fresh pot. Spooky Rose, hello there. That's right. You're staying in tonight, right? No bingo. Despite it being hump day. Much to your chagrin, I am sure. Never saw that either with Sandra Bullock, but I do remember I believe a Family Guy cutaway gag pertaining to that. Now you mentioned Sandra Bullock in the lake house. More words. Captain, thank you
Captain
for the prime
Scoliosis
sub as well.
subscribed for 1 month.
Oh. Captain Scoliosis, Wait for AI Ramsey to yell at me again.
Captain Scroliosis,
Loud.
you've subscribed to that Pratt Gozen for a month? Bloody hell, what a waste of time and money. Watching that bloke stumble his way through cooking is like watching a blind man try to play darts. Utterly useless. And his obsession with rum and cokes and Taco Bell? Pathetic. Do yourself a favour and find a real chef to watch, not some clueless twat who wouldn't know a souffle from a sloppy Joe. Sub to someone who actually knows their way around a kitchen, not that tosser Gozen.
I thought AI Ramsey was about to say sloppy something else, but I digress. It's true, no bingo. That's how you know it too. From Family Guy, you know what I'm talking about then. That even having to elaborate more. Or pull up the clip. You know, I'm afraid to pull up like any YouTube clips these days. Well, streaming to YouTube as well. It's like a death sentence, as we've learned, as I say every time. Twitch, I feel fine. You Captain Scorliosis for the Prime sub as well. I appreciate it. Saw that immediately knew who was getting the Prime sub tonight. Oh, thank you. This is the second time wearing this hat on stream. One of my many new ones. July 14th, 2023. Keanu and Zip, exactly. Eva Rahmani, FPC personnel. Subject update. Reply oldest house. To all staff, on-site observation teams report that the oldest house is still under active lockdown. Status of Director Trench, management team, and all other personnel inside the oldest house at the time of the lockdown's initiation remains unknown. Observation teams have detected fluctuations in the redacted field originating from the oldest house as of redacted, increasing in strength as it loops through a specific pattern every redacted hours. These readings are currently being analyzed by research staff in the Boston office. Any personnel with information pertaining to this signal should contact them immediately. Sincerely, Eva Rahmani, Supervisory Agent. I'm sure I nailed that. Everybody know off the top of their heads without, I mean, I quickly Google, but I'm curious. I forget what engine this game is. I assume it's Unreal Engine since the game is published by Epic and Epic owns Unreal Engine. Okay, what engine is Alan Wake 2 running under? I assume, like I said, Unreal, but maybe I'm wrong. Nerds talk. Wait, I saw something. So many files that I'm sure are completely irrelevant and I will completely forget in 1 minute. Urgent reminder, lake safety protocols. Please remember that the following recreational activities are forbidden in the waters of Cauldron Lake. These restrictions apply to both civilians and FPC employees. Fishing, redacted. Swimming, boating applies to canoes, kayaks, motorized boats, etc. Using the water for redacted purposes. Water skiing, redacted in the water. Paddle birding. Birding? Not boarding? Is that a typo, Chad, or does anybody know? I've heard of paddle boarding, but it doesn't look like it's a typo. Paddle birding? What's birding? To Google. These activities can result in redacted in an estimated redacted % of cases. If you are unclear about any of the restrictions listed above, please speak with redacted. Date redacted, security report, reply, local rumors, background. Recent security operation was performed among the citizens of Bright Falls and Watery. The goal of this operation was to ascertain public knowledge and opinion of the lake house and its operations. Summary. The following information was gained through covert listening and informal questioning. The local public appeared to view the area around the lake house with fear. This is, of course, the intended reaction to, as the Bureau has publicly marked the area as dangerous due to volcanic gases. Oh, look at all these Prime subs. Do we have a scam train going on? Are we too late? Kane, hello. Thank you for that. It's the third Prime sub in like less than 10 minutes, I think. You're really getting your guys getting your money's worth out of Ramsey tonight.
You've been subbed to that absolute tosser Gozen for 50 months. Are you having a laugh? That's 50 months wasted on a bloke who couldn't tell a spatula from a spoon. He's about as talented in the kitchen as a soggy piece of toast. And his obsession with rum and cokes and Taco Bell, it's a bloody disgrace. Do yourself a favour and find a proper chef to watch, not some numpty who probably burns water. Unsub from that useless streamer and find someone who actually knows how to cook.
Thank you, Kane. I appreciate that Prime sub. 50 months. Yeah, third Prime sub here. Hope you've been well, sir. Hope work is going well. Hope Dragon Ball Z, DBZ, treating you good. Specific day of the month. I know the 6th is a big day for people that maybe don't have you can use your Prime subs every 30 days, of course. But if people have a recurring sub and they just have kept it going, the 6th of the month is the day that most people can celebrate. Because that was the day I activated affiliation status on Twitch. The 6th of the month, so I'd say the 6th or 7th. Even though, of course, you can celebrate anytime thereafter. But don't ask me how I remember that, Rose, but I won't remember these files. However, there is a specific rumor among the public regarding a government facility in the woods run by mad scientists taking people for experimentation. This rumor seems particularly popular among the local youth, and its proximity to the truth is cause for concern. Worst case outcome would be an increase in curiosity or possibly even aggression. It is possible this is even the reason for the lake house's security breach back and redacted. Action to be taken. Security personnel will continue to monitor youth chatter. The rumors continue. Disseminating a cover story may be required, perhaps even fabricated signage for an American Volcano Commission type institution. As far as I'm aware, we don't have a flashlight. Maybe we do. Is that on our side? I guess we do have a light. I don't know how to use said light. There we go. Even though I'm just wasting my battery. Sorry. Well, I whipped out my light, but I didn't want to use it all up. Rip.
It's locked.
By the way, chats, I purchased yet another new indie game that I played a demo of several months ago, probably back in the summer. So I think that marks, in addition to, I haven't finished Tormentor yet, which we started on Monday. What's today? Wednesday. We did finish the Man of the Adventurer 2 last night, even though I didn't get the secret ending, so I'll probably do that, but it shouldn't take too long if things work. But I think the bottom line is Tormentor, and I think I have maybe four other games, not counting this DLC right now. So 4 to 5 games that I do plan on playing when I have time, and do plan on seeing them all through to completion. The price has been right on all of them. By that I mean, to me, I feel like if anything is $10 US dollars or less. I mean, I can't speak on the length of these games or whatnot, but every time I see a price tag of $10 or less dollars for something that I have tried a demo of, I feel like that's a pretty good price for me. If not, obviously free. I'm actually surprised that opened. I thought we'd have to hack into the terminal here. Hacker man's, hacker woman. Do not use birthdays, current date, phone numbers, etc. 6 digits. Try using significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. I mean, we just try 1423.
Nope.
I mean, I think I read all the files, but like I said, I'll be damned if I remember anything. Unless I'm supposed to go down there. Zero 09 14 38. Thoughts?
That's not right.
9 for September 14th. Concerning the fact that it looks like the 38 looks bold to me, seems like that is important, no? If we do 2023 minus 38 equals 1985.
Come on. Nope.
Anybody have any thoughts on this? I know this has already been out for a day, so I know the answer's already out there, but if anybody hasn't played or seen any spoilers. Guess I could just ride on down and say, screw it. Unless, is there anything on these over here, perhaps? Dates, numbers. July 18th is bolded. Oh, guess I'm going down because I don't have a clue. Perhaps I need more of something. Well,
Access denied.
Well, you are not.
oh, maybe I'm going. Maybe we're not going anywhere.
I need a
Access
key card with
denied.
clearance. Ugh,
Access
this key card
denied.
isn't gonna cut it.
Access denied.
Never mind. Debated. Guess we have to figure it out after all. Ah, man. There's every single game I'm playing lately have a puzzle. I mean, this one's not going to be super puzzle heavy, I don't think, but man, my poor brain. I'd say July 18th, but I don't have, I need 2 more digits, no? 07-18-38. Oh shit, it worked. Actually, I swear to God, I didn't look it up. It worked that time. F, unlock door. E for mail. Holy mail. Oldest stuff is, yeah, on the bottom. There's one thing we learned from playing the Booba, the killing antidote. New emails are on the bottom. Which I mean is like real life, but I just never... IRL versus video games. Good morning. A friendly reminder that proposed annual budgets need to be sent out by the end of this month. Every station is being asked to give a thorough breakdown this year in an effort to find areas where spending can be reduced. Should I book a time for us to speak about this and make a plan? All the best. I'm too busy to attend meetings. Just use the budget from last year. But make sure to specify that a specific percentage of the research budget is to go toward Project Arbutus, so certain individuals won't be tempted to slow down their competition by stealing resources. I apologize for the difficulty my wife is presenting, Harry. I believe she is suggesting that I would take her project's budget. An unfair and preposterous accusation, though I'm confident you understand that. I would be happy to meet and discuss the annual budget. It is, of course, the head of research's job to oversee such work. Maybe Diana is no longer up to the task. Sincerely, Dr. Jules Marmot, co-head of research. Go fuck yourselves, Jules. So, does next Wednesday work? Dr. Marmot, Project Arbutus has officially requested we return the pages. We aren't using them for any work on Project Romnus, and they are shared research materials, so can I release them back to Arbutus? Sincerely, Dr. Perry Levine, Senior Researcher. Hello, please remember to lock your computer before leaving your station for any amount of time. Changing your password daily does not improve our facility's security if you leave your computer open. Thank you, Brian Lopez, IT Specialist. We've unlocked a door somewhere. I believe there's no other like Alan Wake 2 DLCs after this, right? This is it. So once this is completed, I feel like I can't uninstall. Free up a lot of space on the old drive. Old Bessie Lou. The hell did, oh, it just happened there. I'm trying to figure out how to like work the flashlight.
This should get me downstairs.
Security clearance 01 keycard.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevez to team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
What's going on? Agent Estevez, what's your status?
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit. A threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside. What the fuck was that?
Tab updated. Press tab. The lake house. P for player. Scroll wheel to zoom in and out. Goals. Investigate the lake house. Get keycard access to the elevator. Leave the facility. Return to the elevator. Tab to exit.
I need to get back to the elevator.
Look, more files. March 10th, 2023. Threshold Linking Experiment Progress Report by Dr. Jules Marmont. The work to create a stable link between our reality and that of the redacted continues. Progress is good, with all teams reporting high confidence that a successful connection will soon be possible. Recent efforts in utilizing the paintings produced by Subject P to adjust reality in such a way that achieves our goals were unsuccessful. However, this result allowed us to discard that avenue of research and focus solely on a much more viable one. Our new hypothesis states that the threshold's energies, and thus its reality-altering effect, are drawn to pieces of art that contain significant levels of emotion. This is supported by a clear trend in the data we have gathered over the years. We can identify and quantify the emotion of an art piece. Our work will speed up considerably. Work has already proceeded with an immediate focus on developing devices capable of measuring the level of emotion in any given piece of art. For now, our research will continue to focus solely on the art produced by Subject P. While no pieces of his have yielded successful results outside of their assistance in discovering the redacted pages, his proven status as a para-utilitarian makes his work the most suitable research material. Refer to file F2-153821 for full report. Research order. As the Lake House continues to make progress towards its goal, various avenues of research are being pursued. Recently, one such avenue has yielded unexpected results. The research into nursery rhymes directed by Dr. and Dr. Marmont, led by Dr. Campbell, as an art form has shown viability in its ability to connect with the Cauldron Lake threshold. As a result, the nursery rhyme findings will now be carried forward by the co-heads of research and incorporated into ongoing research across the Lake House. Effective immediately, research teams will be briefed on how to utilize the effective elements of the nursery rhymes into their own work. Note, Dr. Campbell and his team are being reassigned. They will continue to develop their work on nursery rhymes outside the Lake House. Any exposure risks related to performing confidential work outside the facility's premise have been acknowledged and accepted by the co-heads of research. Signed, Dr. Diana Marmont, and co-head of research, and Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Or dump. Quick save, manual save. How does this all work? I honestly do not recall the controls. We try to go back from where we came. Can we even? Oh, he said elevator.
Where's the fucking elevator? Okay. Priority 1, get the lights on. Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, you're not smart?
Get the power working.
Darling.
Guess we can't listen to anything. It's on loop. He wants to sit on the big rubber ball.
Okay, doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Hello, Alondra. Stupid. See, I spy lots and lots of art. Hello.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon. things later.
Installing power cores. Pick up power core. Align power core with the receiving socket. Insert power core. Do we see
The
a
way I
socket
saw
somewhere?
it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear. Can't open it from the side.
So yeah, how do I guess say what? I didn't even see a difficulty thing. I guess normal. When I loaded this up, bare bones. What are the controls? Like, how do I activate flashlights? Not F on keyboard. I know middle mouse like flashes it out. Do we have an option there? Just flashlight boost. Okay, flashlight reload. Toggle E. E entertainment. What is my favorite color? Red and black, even though I know they say black is not a color, the absence of color, absence of light, but if I had to choose one, red. I'd say red. So where do we stick that power cord? Did we see anything? Oh yeah, you as well, red as well. Rojo. I don't know if this is where the power cord goes. Is it? Maybe it is.
Okay.
There it is.
Power core receiver.
Yes.
Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Wait, was that a file on the desk right there? Imagine. My favorito is Rod.
Gotta turn the receiver
Red.
on.
F. Get the power working. They've added achievements in for the DLC.
At least the elevator's back.
Achievements / trophies. So I'm gonna go back and look at that other file that I will not remember in a mere minutes, mere moments.
Bingo. That keycard's gonna get me to sub-level 5.
Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps, weapon tests using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics off to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. Get the experiment site on sublevel 5. Keycard talk.
My keycard isn't high enough clearance.
Surveillance camera. What are these sound effects we were hearing? So like splashing, splashies. Hey, Helena, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Oh my goodness.
Lenabina 3 and 3 subscribed.
Thank you, Helena, for the
months.
14 months. Holy cow, it's really that long. Thank you for the continued support and resubscription. Thank you.
Lenabina 13113. Why on earth have you wasted 14 months of your life subbing to that clown Gozen? He couldn't cook his way out of a wet paper bag. His love for rum and cokes and Taco Bell is just sad, really, and his constant obsession with boobs and butts. Grow up, you sad excuse for a Twitch streamer. Unsub from that loser and find a channel worth watching, one where the chef actually knows their ass from their elbow in the kitchen.
Thank you so much, Lena. 14 months. Bang on to crotch. The crotch bangers. Shut up, Gordon. I was thinking of, I like him, thank you. I was thinking for the month of November of maybe turning Sir Patrick Stewart back on. Not that I'm opposed to Ramsey at all. I keep saying that every day. I keep failing to do so. Not enough boomeros do better, Gordon? I will be right back. I hate to take a break during a story game, during a single solo player game, but I'm going to get more water, more hydration, and also go to the bathroom to evacuate said water. Rinse and repeat. Trying to get in my water, my hydration check today. I didn't come home for lunch from work. Imagine. So I will BRB. Not enough boomeros do better. Be right back, everybody. Surely we won't die here if I just go AFK. Be right back. I don't even pause. You have an obsession with Taco Bell too? Do you have any favorite items, or is it all good to you? Be right back. Finally back. 5-layer burrito with rice and add Diablo sauce. Oh, I like that Diablo sauce. Good stuff. What is this game about, Alondra? This is... I'm not actually sure myself. Like, this is a downloadable content DLC for Alan Wake 2 that released yesterday. And it seems to tie into another game from Remedy Games called Control. I played all these games for the first time less than a year ago, but... I'm not sure if I'm qualified to best explain. Catch anybody up. Alan Wake's about a writer who writes obviously. A writer who writes things into reality. It's interesting, Lena, the fact that you did mention the rice specifically, because I will admit I'm not, if you're still out there lurking or listening, I'm not a big, I'll eat them. I will certainly eat them. They don't really bother me, but not a big refried beans enjoyer, so I prefer rice. So if I had to choose between the two, or if I'm like swapping or substituting. Finally, back to the gameplay. The elevator's not here. GG. Where's the elevator? I've had them too. I would prefer the refry if I had to choose. I know we have a beans emote here, but I'm not. If I had to choose any bean, I'm still like a huge bean enjoyer. Like, I'll eat them. Like I said, they don't gross me out or anything, but baked beans are my favorite type of beans. If you're going to a barbecue or a picnic, I'd say. Kind you have with your burgers and dogs and chicken, so on and so forth. Am I just blinded by the stupidity here? Me being the stupid one? Trying to find this elevator. Yeah, I've had, what do they call it at Taco Bell? The Power Bowls. So I've had the Power Bowl, and I believe that has the... You have your choice of things, but I know they threw in black beans with that. So I didn't really... Because I can't say I hated them or anything. And I'm still more of a, like I said, more of a rice individual than beans. But I know my fiber. Where's my fiber?
Can't open it from the side.
So where the heck am I going? Get keycard access to the elevator. Get the experiment site on sublevel 5. Find a way to get the keycard and gun by exploring the facility. I forget how this all pans out from the main game. Is it bottom up, I think? Locked door. 3. 2 required. Panel control switch break room. Power core. Power core receiver. Do I speak Spanish? No, I don't speak much Spanish. I'd say no habla español. That's, you know, that's about as far as I can go. If anything, I could maybe understand a few words in Spanish while listening, but not very much. Speak, not so much. At least 3 years of Spanish class in high school, at least 3 years in college/university, and never used it anywhere outside of the classrooms. How much I go to Canada up north, I probably would have benefited maybe from taking French, even though, that being said, I still wouldn't have really used French either all that often. Oh, that's right. There's a thing here. I gotta hit this. Duh. How quickly I forget.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here. The lake house has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmont? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the shadow and the AWE site below the lake. The theory that the shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, who came up with that? Shadow. So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impacting. Sorry, I really can't. It is. You know what? Maybe some of you can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
How old am I, Alondra? Feel free to take a guess. I will tell you. Most people already know over on Twitch chat, or people that have been watching or following me for years. You have a guess? I swear I won't take offense too much. Everybody that resubbed or used their Prime subs tonight, you chose a good time because I made sure to keep my auto renew on for my AI voice, and it just renewed 8 minutes ago. So, good timing. Good timing on everybody's part without anybody probably even realizing. Everybody getting their money's worth. Me as well. So I hit this switch, right? What did this do? I can hit it again. Game saved. Autosave. Checkpoint. Which I assume means, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't mean anything. So maybe I did something right.
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can. It never fucking works.
Imagine. We have to not burn you,
Pistol's no good.
burn any burners? Oh look, the elevator.
Fuck were those things?
-2, here we come.
Deep breaths. 1, 2,
Buckle my shoe.
6. Look, you never really get used to the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
What is the name of the game? This game is Alan Wake 2, and the DLC is called The Lake House.
Is that?
One, can you understand?
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned.
What
So
are you?
What kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that.
I feel like we're playing Phasmophobia. Are you
Just had an
hostile?
unpleasant encounter with some
Are you
other
friendly?
painted individuals. Any relation?
Classic code line.
What does that mean? Okay, hey, calm down.
Take care, Alondra.
You need
Thanks for
to
dropping
cease
on by.
all hostility right now.
Map updated.
Bad news. That thing is really pissed off. Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
Locked behind the paywall, Rose, for 100 bits or more. I mean, I feel like it has to be in the thousands of blurps and or Tangia or both. I say that because any of those are 100 bits minimum. So if it did exist. Locked behind the bitty paywall. I never actually looked though, because I think that was asked before. I feel like I'm not exaggerating there. I say there are thousands of things out there, so I feel like it's got to be there. I don't actually know myself because I just added all the things on both services. I'd be shocked.
Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
Rose, random question for you, and just didn't be a hell of a bill. I was gonna ask you, did you ever watch? Anybody else in chat can answer too if you guys wanted to. I was wondering because I actually did watch it, and I don't know how much. First of all, I don't know how many people out there watch or keep up. I don't watch them all, but if there's ones I'm interested in, watch Dead Meat, James A. Janice, the kill count videos, because he's been covering the VHS movies, which I have seen. But the bottom line is the latest VHS film, which came out this year, called VHS Beyond on Shudder. I actually did watch it, so I wasn't sure if you saw it, Rose. I think it's called Beyond. It mainly has to do with like extraterrestrials. It's not all extraterrestrial stuff, but either way, Dead Meat Kill Count is covering it this week, but the film is only weeks old, like earlier this month, so I never actually brought it up in Discord or on stream. That I watched that one in VHS 85. Sublevel 3, page development. This door's flew open. Chief Technician. It was just alright, to be honest, Rose. Some of the stuff was kind of cool, but I think I'm just a grumpy old man still. I've seen all the VHS movies, films. Obviously, if you have access to Shudder or whatever, it's probably worth checking out. It's a March 24th, 2022. Refinement process. Or is it process? Apply ATD output and calibration. The automated typing device ATD will produce writing mimicking that of Alan Wake, known as para-utilitarian, with the goal of affecting reality with the same consistency as Mr. Wake's writing. To reach this level of authenticity, each page produced by the ATDs must be evaluated and graded based on its similarity to Wake's original style. Pages will be graded using the following criteria. Comprehensibility. This is the most basic of criteria. The page must use language and develop stories in an understandable, organic way. 2. Style. The page must accurately mimic the typical style of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. 3. Tone. The page must accurately mimic the typical tone of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. 4. Content. Page must accurately mimic the typical content of Wake's writing, using pages in the lake house's possession as reference. Wait, did I just read that one? Am I going in circles? No, I don't think so. Once the pages are graded, they will be fed into the algorithm as preferred reference material, thus continuously refining the writing produced by the ATDs until they can produce near identical stories to Alan Wake. Once that is achieved, we will provide instructions to the ATD on what to write, effectively gaining control of Wake's ability to link with the Shadow's power.
Something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
Words per sentence. WPS, max 12, min 1, average 6.71. Is co-heads one word or two? Style contains dialogue, clipped phrasing, third person. Omniscient, broad timeline. Story concepts: Marmonts, Diana, Jules, FBC, Lake House, conflict, water, dark.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in.
So, am I gathering that this is just Chat GPT writing Alan Wake stories? I know it's not actually Chat GPT, but, you know, AI writing Alan Wake stories. Words per sentence. WPS, max 15, min 1, average 6.41. Style, character-centric, Lane, past tense, clipped phrasing, higher adjective usage, focused timeline. Story concepts: Rudolph Lane, paint, odor, Marmonts, hate/conflict. March 6th, 2023. Organizational update. Moving forward, research at the Lake House will be divided into two distinct projects. Project X 10032AW, codenamed Arbitus, will be focused on studying the writing of Redacted, with Diana Marmont serving as project director Project C43210RL, codenamed Romnus, will focus on studying Redacted and his work, Dr. Jules Marmont serving as project director. Staff will soon be notified regarding their project assignment and any required desk changes. Your patience is requested during this reorganization. This is a confidential facility matter and is not to be discussed with external agents or teams. If you have any questions, please contact me directly. Signed, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Mars Attacks, like Martian theme. It's not like the 1990s movie, the mid-90s movie, though. We're not based on that with Jack Nicholson, if I recall.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been a clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday. 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
It is exactly them. You talking about Mars Attacks now reminds me of, again, mid-90s. I can't remember the exact timing of what came out first, but I want to say, like, I remember thinking of this even back in the day, of how there was, like, major, I guess, big budget or, you know, movies that went to the theater, major box office attractions. They're trying to get people to go. Being Independence Day, which I want to say was 1996. I think Mars Attacks was after. That's where I can't remember where Mars Attacks fits in. I saw it a couple of times. I never really cared for it as much. And then I want to say Men in Black, the first Men in Black was 97. But either way, three movies mid-90s with aliens / extraterrestrials. I just thought that was interesting. That being said, like, if I had to choose the one that I remember the least, it's definitely Mars Attacks out of those 3. The one I've seen the most, no doubt, is Independence Day, with how much that gets aired on television, even when it's not July 4th or actual Independence Day. Do not copy Wake manuscript pages.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
Hey, Cosmic Moonwolf. Things are good, thank you. How are you doing? Happy hump day. You're born a little too late, Rose. You get to see horror alien movies until Signs, which I never actually saw. I know it's M. Night Shyamalan. I know Joaquin and Gibson. No, Gibson. 2002. My high school graduation.
The art was not art, just content for the experiment.
September 12th, 2023. Project Arbutus. Initial findings report. Reply Edward Franklin Booker. Born in New York, New York. Currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Tamitha Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. Located in Bright Falls, Washington as of September 10th, 2023. Writer and director of 5 stage plays, unsuccessful. Confirmed artist, designation, author, playwright. Disclaimer, background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous.
But the water could not flow. It became trapped.
Your alien bias for Signs. Oh, thank you, Cosmic Mool.
Here.
Appreciate it.
The art was not
September 12th, 2023. Project Arbutus. Initial findings report. Reply. Tamitha Madison Booker. Born in Atlanta, Georgia. Currently resides in New York, New York. Married to Edward Franklin Booker. No known children or dependents. No paracriminal affiliations found. There was a crack in the lake.
The Marmonts had let the lake
Located in Bright Falls, Washington, as of September 10th, 2023.
became trapped.
Author of 3 commercially successfully true crime books. First publication was a poetry collection, Unsuccessful. Confirmed artist. Designation. Author. Poet. Disclaimer. Background investigation performed in a very short amount of time per instruction. As a result, the information contained in this report is not comprehensive and possibly erroneous. One thing I do like in this game in Alan Wake 2 is just there was a crack in the lake house. Is how big the text is.
But the water could not
So easy to read.
It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art.
Blinded by the light. Yeah, out of all the new games that I have, indie games out there, indie horrors, this is not indie, of course, but my logic here, I was going to play this at one point or another, but I figured I'd get this out of the way because I heard it's not too long, famous last words, and then also when this is done, I can fully uninstall this game, thus freeing up 100 plus gigabytes. Not that I need the space desperately, but still it'll be nice to get that space back. Uninstalling Alan Wake 2.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is. As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix. And a room full of them all clacking away. 100% bad news.
Pretty sure, Rose, I'll double check for you, even if you have to leave or if you head out when I'm done here or at the end tonight. I don't know if I could check it now. I mean, I could quit, I guess, but I'm pretty sure it's over 100. I don't know if I can check it because I don't know how the Epic Game Store works compared to Steam. I mean, I know how it works, but I don't know how well it works compared to Steam. Hello. January 19th, 2022. Project Arbitus. Research notes, reply content of Wake manuscript. We have begun to find pages from a manuscript very likely written by Alan Wake, para-utilitarian and suspect in past cases involving the Cauldron Lake AWE. Though I do not like to bring myself to my biases, into my work, I must do so here to address the matter being examined. As reference for any future readers, I am Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research at the Lake House facility. Pages we recently found summarizes my life with Jules Marmont, husband and co-researcher. It has turned us into characters for its story, making generalizations and assumptions that I must attempt to evaluate without emotion or prejudice. The accuracy of the writing is intriguing. Reports are passed in the Bureau, but also details inner thoughts that an outside recorder would have no way of knowing. Jules and I have indeed been having more and more interpersonal conflict this past year. This raises many questions. How does Wake, wherever he is writing from, get his information? Was the page itself determining these emotions and events? I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? My disagreements with Jules are not sudden shifts in personality, but rather a growing resentment. I firmly believe that, though I have no evidence to prove it, which brings me to a new research query for our team. What methodology can one use to prove that their actions, their mind, their love, or animosity are theirs to control? Don't copy that floppy. Surprised the music's going so hard continuously. We roam the halls here. We just only have clearance card 1 this time.
never say no to extra firepower.
Shoddy.
Back where I started. Spatial recurrence usually observes the law of 3.
I mean, we just run it back 3 times. That's all the
Rudolph
same.
Lane stood back from the canvas.
Assume yes.
This contrived overlap
ammo
rebounded
box.
on itself,
Ooh, a piece of candy.
compressing, compounding, reflecting, and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant repeats, cause and effect hopelessly tangled. Arranged.
A 90-second ad break is starting. Edge. How convenient. Taking a pound in there, buddy. What's that? That's ammo? Reloading. Boy, so dark in here. There's somebody throwing shit at me somewhere. Boy. I forgot you get health. I forget all the gameplay. Screwing this all up because it's completely different controls than many other games I've played in recent memory. And I died from something that I couldn't even see. Huh? Also, was our health? Oh, our health was low too. I don't even know how you get health. If I have it, I don't remember the controls. It's taking so long. Spoiled by everything else.
Overlap rebounded on itself.
Probably can just run through this, perhaps.
Shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight.
Holy moly, who the hell are you? These projectiles are gonna be the death of me. Again. Yeah, real talk, I don't know how to heal if I can heal. Everybody knows. I'm guessing nobody probably does. Everybody can give me a refresher. I was really hoping the game would give me some tips because I knew this would happen. Me not remembering shit all. Not playing this for months. Heal. I don't know how. Oh, well, it's a problem. Somehow I found a way to heal, but now I'm just stuck on heal? What's happening here? Are we bugged? Hello? What's happening? I think we're bugged, but confusing.
This contrived overlap rebounded.
Shadow is here. Good thing you brought a flashlight.
I can't see shit, man. My eyes are open, I swear. I don't recall dying this much in the main game. It's kind of wild. We are normal, right?
This contrived overlap with balance.
Shadow is here. I think I brought a flashlight.
Once again, I don't know how to do anything. I'll just use my shit. I don't know how to do anything, man. A big problem. Didn't kill him. Eat this up. How are you still alive? He's taking a pounding. I'm very confused by everything. Like, I'm trying to fire here, like, you'd think would cancel a reload in any other game, but it's not working here? Hello? I don't remember that being a thing. Hey, yo, tell, oi, oi, oi. Got gamer mind rot from playing so many games. I want to stomp these guys now. Everything I played lately is stomp, stomp, stomp. I stomp them all. Okay, so I press 2 to heal. Worth healing? I don't know. I'll use it though. It's a procedure.
Some staff down there had been corrupted. Shit just kept getting worse.
Typity typers. I thought there was a box on one of these desks. There. Supplies. Apparently that last guy hit us, which I didn't think happened. I feel like, that's just me, right? That we've been getting hit here apparently. You guys can't see my health. I think my cam is covering it, but it feels like I'm not getting hit. I think it's one of my tension points or confusion points right now. I'm using keyboard and mouse, so for one thing, there's no vibration, of course.
Loop 3. Should be the last one.
I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake. It's like he's warning us.
This has changed, hasn't it?
What?
The film reel.
What does it mean?
Even though I didn't listen to it the last
This
time.
page scared Jules away from the work on Wake's writing. A coward can't stand risk. But science is risk. For me, this is proof that we are going in the right direction. I just need Rudolph Lane's paintings to lead to more pages so that hopefully one day we can understand. I keep coming back to this page. The author's clearly awake.
Oh boy. Okay, there we go. I'm stuck on the table, chat. It's partially my fault. Didn't really mean to do that directly, but it's fine. Loop 3, what it be?
What is that?
No use. Here I am, stuck in the middle.
Locked. Maybe there's another way in.
Door 2? Door 2.
Controllable shifting phenomena.
Phenomena. Do 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 do. E-card 1. Come back, Alondra. Plug this box in here. Was I supposed to open that door beforehand? Seems like I can't place this down without... Never mind. Maybe walking back to its original home for some reason. Can't just put it on the ground. I don't recall seeing where to take this, though. That being said... we grab the first one. I assume we don't put it back. Do we put it back? Let there be light, maybe.
You again.
What happened to you about Alan Wake?
What happened to you?
Talk to the painting.
Did the people here do this to you?
About Alan Wake.
Alan Wake's writing is being studied here. Do you know anything about him?
Names don't matter. 1,000 more to come.
They say clear communication is the key to any relationship. You and I have some work to do there.
What did the
You
Marmonts
said
do?
Marmonts before. Do they do this?
The Book
Where
of
are they
Marmonts.
Tell me where they are. Christ.
Yep, she sure is
Fixated
sassing
on
that
the
painting.
Marmonts. What did they do?
It's hitting on the painting. Flirting with the painting.
Access denied.
No access back to the lobby. Great. Only one way to go. A threshold is the connection between a foreign reality and our own. Now, they all have their own rules, strange as they are, but the further down I went, the more chaotic this one got. Clearly, this was the Cauldron Lake threshold, but something was wrong. Well, more wrong than usual.
Don't know if we're supposed to go to -2 or
Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm. Level-wide lockdown in effect. Please remain calm.
lift the level-wide lockdown.
Won't open while the floor's on lockdown.
Defibrillator there. Defib. Nope. 3.
This key card won't get me in.
What's going on here, buddy?
Shaded. Hope that glass is thick.
Girthy glass.
Oh, there's the elevator. How do I get in?
Touch all doors. Vandalize text. 00% effort today. Surely they're not all gonna come bursting through these doors and attack us on the way back. Clearance 2.
How many paintings did they have this guy make?
Catalog of Rudolph Lane production from painting session on redacted. Designation black circular shape among yellow lines. Description an uneven circle painted in dark black in the foreground, with jagged yellow/brown mustard lines behind it. Lines sometimes overlap with each other and or bleed into the black circle. Designation lone tree at night. Description a dark green tree, pine, standing in a dark landscape, presumably night. Designation empty road and forest. Description a dark gray streak across a dark green landscape, presumably a forest at night. The gray streak is likely to be a road due to its location, color, and the way its width reduces its in line with the perspective. Note, a small white shape in the road could be a page of writing by Alan Wake. Relevant teams have been informed and are searching for this site now to attempt page retrieval. Designation yellow crescent shape on blank canvas. Description a curved yellow shape in a roughly crescent shape painted onto an otherwise empty canvas. Possibly a crescent moon or banana? Unfinished piece? Designation red, yellow, and green circle. Description 3 uneven circles. 1 red, 1 yellow, and 1 green roughly arranged in a vertical line. Background is black/gray with dark red streaks along the border of the canvas. Possibly a traffic light? Designation cityscape with blue-gray sky. Description gray vertical shapes, likely the skyline of a city. In the bottom third of the canvas with a vivid blue-gray sky. Geometric shapes painted in thin white lines can barely be made out among the colors of the sky. Designation black void. Description a deep black void covering the entire canvas with a few small specks of dark or light gray able to be seen on close inspection. We have large variety of black spirals, a large number of rough spirals painted in black, ranging in size from that of a quarter to that of a basketball. Though the canvas appears quite covered, it is blank aside from the spirals. Finally, brown shape with horns, a brown shape vaguely triangular, with what are presumably horns extending from the shape. Likely an animal head, possibly a deer or elk, black background. Code required 6 digits, 6 numbers. Miracle code.
A higher access card.
Level 2.
Sorry, but I need this.
Security clearance O2 keycard. How convenient. Door right here to use. Face off. It's 2023 September. From Security and Technical Support Division to all departments, subject update to computer password reset policy. Effective September 13th, all computer passwords must be reset daily to address security concerns. We are aware that this may be an inconvenient change and lead to difficulty remembering your password. We recommend using a permanent set of digits as the beginning of the password, followed by numbers that change daily. Raising significant personal dates, coordinates, etc. Do not use birthdays, the current date, phone numbers, etc. Please also remember that for the time being, passwords are not to exceed 6 digits. Thank you for your compliance. Same puzzle again. September 14th, 23. Made that reservation for our anniversary, which I certainly never forgot was a week from this Friday. Let's take separate cars from the office. Can't have the bosses see us leaving together now that those hypocrites have banned inter-office relationships. Have a good day. A week from Friday. A week from this Friday. September 14th, 23. September 14th, 23. So a week from this Friday would be the 22nd, no? 2023, 22. Email. Trisha update. I just found out what happened to Trisha. Just fucking fired her. I knew it. She was way too vocal in last week's all-hands meeting. She had valid concerns. That man is a tyrant. Speaking up about safety is no reason to fire someone. Can you believe this new password policy? What security concerns are they even talking about? We're a fenced-off government bunker in the middle of nowhere. I think they're getting paranoid. Anyway, I set the security terminal's new password like the memo suggested. Anniversary is the base numbers, then Black Void. Anniversary is the base numbers, then Black Void. Yeah, the Marms are losing it. Big surprise. I bet Diana set Jules' background to a big old turd or something. Once again, making their shitty marriage everyone else's problem. The password you sent didn't work. Black Void is 44, right? From the list of Lane's paintings. I need to get in or this is going to be a total waste of a Wednesday. 44 is right, yeah. So I guess you're telling me you don't know when our anniversary is. Well, good luck with that. Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary, plus brown shape with horns. Love you. Maintain that seeing a movie together does not begin a relationship. The heck is brown shape with horns? Special unforgettable anniversary. Plus brown shape with horns. What are we talking about? Brown shape with horns. I think in deer or something, but something I didn't see or. Break room? If I'm supposed to like Can we badge in? That's a 3, so we only have 2, right? I can't recall if there was a 2-door around here somewhere. I guess I have a map, though. It'd be helpful if I used the map. I guess not. A handgun ammo. Like 2-2 or something? Doesn't seem right, though. Zero 9 2 2 2 2.
Damn it.
So I feel like the first digits are 0922. I don't know what they mean for the last two. Brown thing with horns. I feel like they wouldn't put the answer that far away, would they? I'd also assume whatever the solution is something we can interact with, like the environment. Had to try it. Anybody see anything that I may have missed? It's been 84 years. I haven't been down here, have I?
I wonder what happened here.
Jules Marmont looked at the painting. He didn't understand it. Saw only random whirls of color. Drugging Lane made him more compliant, but his work had turned abstract. Jules needed more art his team could parse, could test, trial and error. These abstract explosions of color complicated the data. His grip tightened around the letter opener in his hand. The piece of art he needed was hidden inside Lane. If Jules could simply cut the painter open and pull the painting out of him, he would. The overhead lights flickered. Jules would make Lane cooperate. No more drugs. Less carrot, more stick. Jules had to go faster. He wouldn't lose to Diana. Nothing else mattered.
I saw this area when we were running around previously up there, and I thought we couldn't get down here, but apparently I was wrong. Date redacted. Project Romnus. Subject condition report. Reply redacted. Background information. Rudolph Lane. Subject P has shown a decline in redacted over the past several months. Initially, this redacted presented as an increase in resistance, frequently declining requests to work. However, given time and pressure, subject would always relent. Subject's attitude toward art has also undergone a change recently. He is disinterested in his work, quickly becoming frustrated and sometimes even damaging or destroying the piece before it is completed. In the past few months, his work has become much more abstract, no longer showing true-to-life subjects toward landscapes, but rather conceptual art that is much harder to define or categorize. Whether the sudden interest in abstraction was a form of rebellion, a consequence of growing redacted, or source of genuine artistic interest is unknown. Current situation. As of yesterday, subject refuses to touch his supplies. He claims he will not paint anymore and wishes to leave. The subject's refusal has effectively halted all research. While the team can continue to run tests on the backlog of paintings, they estimate that there is little new information to gain. The subject must continue to paint if work is to proceed. However, the team is concerned that convincing the subject with force or coercion may only entrench him further into his position. Coercion. Action to be taken. Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research and project lead, has suggested that a high dose of redacted be introduced to the subject's food to cure his redacted. If the subject's attitude does not improve, then low doses of redacted will be introduced in order to improve his compliance.
I can't paint anymore. I know you want me to paint, but I can't. I'm empty. Rudolph, no. You love to paint. And you are such a talent. This is just a classic artist slump. No. No, I hate it. It's just taking from me now. When can I leave? You said you'd let me leave. Rudolph, but you volunteered to come, remember? We are helping you, like Dr. Hartman did. Perhaps you need to see our doctor? I can arrange that. No, that's... I am feeling better. much better. I will paint. Ah, this is wonderful to hear, Rudolph. I knew you would come back to your old self.
Finn. September 10th, 2023. Work order. Reply. Wall removal and transport. Location sublevel 2, lane cell. Order by Marmont, Jules, co-head of research. Work required. A section of the cell's southern wall needs to be removed for transport to sublevel 5 for analysis. Urgency high. Tools required. It is not my job to know which tools you use to cut concrete walls. It is your job. Additional details. Important. The wall must be removed very carefully. The painting on the interior side of the wall must not be damaged. The name of science. Subject's writing must feature darkness, water, Marmonts, Jules and Diana, the lake house conflict. Did anyone explain any of this to him?
Finally, someone who isn't a painting.
What are we looking at? What? Retrieval order. Acquisition team is hereby approved to acquire additional research subjects for ongoing study related to Project Arbutus at the Lake House facility. Prioritize outcomes as ordered below. 1. Both subjects brought to the Lake House for study. 2. Tamitha Booker. Work is more commercially successful, thus more likely to yield results based on proven cases. 3. Edward Booker. Less successful than Tamitha. The theater is more widely recognized as art than true crime novels. Observe the subjects at a distance and only move to acquire if the opportunity arises. Under no circumstances can this operation draw the attention of local law enforcement. Signed, Dr. Diana Marmont, co-head of research. Oh, right there's what we're looking at. Okay, hang on. So much lore. September 14th, 2023. Initial review. Reply. Booker's writing. The first piece of content produced by the subject is severely disappointing. It is not remotely similar in content to the wake pages we provided as reference. Why is it so focused on my marriage? Why is Jules the protagonist? Why is it set in an actual lakeside cabin? And what is happening at the end? What the hell is in the sky? Did anyone brief Booker about the concepts he has to write about? The lake house? The shadow? We need him to match Wake's style exactly. It's not going to work if he has no clue what he's writing about. We need to get this sorted. We need progress now. And why isn't he taking this seriously? When I spoke to him, he thought I was an actor. I want him to understand how serious we are, whatever it takes. Page ID assignment. Continue the story from page ID. Match the tone, style, and content of AW002 as closely as possible. The crack was an emotional one. A line right through their marriage, their foundation, their lake house. These thoughts and more flooded Jules' mind as he stared out through the lakeside cottage's windows. The sun was setting on a stormy day. Rain-heavy clouds hung low. Weighed down with the burden of purpose, Diana sat in her favorite deck chair, staring out across the lake's rippling surface. He watched the breeze catch her acorn hair. As if sensing his gaze, she turned her head. Jules looked away, flustered, then annoyed with herself for letting her affect him this way. He grabbed the bottle of red wine, poured himself a generous serving, and he kept pouring, his mind distracted by a thought. How did we get here? They had been at the lab, running an experiment. Then they were here. Why? He remembered thinking that a break from the lab would give them space to reconnect, to mend the crack. But he couldn't remember ever leaving. Wine was flowing over the rim of his cup, though he didn't even notice. He put down the bottle, scanning the lake. A faint shimmer hung in the air on the far side of the lake, like light hitting glass. The sort of thing you only noticed if you were looking for it. He felt like he had seen something like this before, but where? Jules! Diana's cry snapped Jules back into the present. She was staring up at the sky in panic. A deep shadow crept across the deck. Jules ran to the door, to his wife. All right. One, who are you?
Hey, hello. Who are you?
Sorry, got a flow going. Can we do this later?
Identify
No,
yourself.
we cannot. I'm Agent Estevez. I'm with the government, and I need your name.
I'm Ed Brooker, the playwright. And I'm hitting my stride here, so can you guys stop with all that banging and screaming? It's throwing me off.
Where do you think you are right now?
In an immersive writing workshop.
Well, bad news, it's not a writing workshop. Good news, it's not a writing workshop.
Right. It's a government facility studying the power of creativity. That makes way more sense.
What are you even doing? What are you writing?
Well, after you all abducted me in the woods, I've been working on this manuscript you gave me because you need it for some experiment or something. I kind of forget the premise. But, you know, I've had this block lately, and filling in the gaps of this story has really loosened me up. Copying the style is a nice constraint, but I still have lots of room to play. It's a solid creative exercise.
Look around you. How is this a workshop?
You have to stay in character. I get that. I'm in the theater business too. And look, the sets, the costumes, all great in that, you know, campy, 70s sci-fi kind of way. But you could dial down the role-playing like 15-20%. Just some professional advice.
Sir, whether you are aware of it or not, there is a situation here. I need you to stay in your cell until I can resolve the matter, okay?
Uh-huh, got it. Hey, no one's been around with food for a while. I could go for some dinner when you have a second. Oh, and can I get my phone back? I want to call my wife. I don't know how Tammy found you guys, but she killed it. 5 stars all around.
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
Well, that doesn't get me any closer to solving that puzzle. Cracking the combination. Back to me not seeing the obvious is what I'm guessing. Did that lamp just randomly collapse even though I wasn't doing anything to it? Today's password is the date of our special unforgettable anniversary plus brown shape with horns. I have no clue what that is. Anybody have any thoughts, ideas? Brown shape with horns. Wait. Okay. I guess the blood was always there. What was making that noise then? What just happened there? Ooh, like a hint or something. A door I'm not seeing? When do I just look this up since I can't figure this out? I don't think I can see what they want me to see. Key piece of evidence. If it was just like one number, obviously I could just brute force it to like to know how to figure it out what they're trying to get at here. Two numbers. Wait, wasn't there something about horns mentioned in this thing now? I read it so long ago. There's so much stuff. Round shape with horns. There. Oh my god, I was here the whole time. I'm trying to look like for like a freaking like taxidermy head on the wall or something. 9/22/25, I'm thinking. Nine 2225.
There.
Jeez. Yeah, it's wild because I did read that, and I don't know. I guess I was reading so much. Like I said, in one ear, out the other.
Estevez, come in. Facility. Sub-level 1. You copy?
No. Turn back. Area is extremely hostile.
Show me the champion of... One way or another, we're gonna find you. I'd read that, but I think we're in the middle of being attacked. Holy crap. ATD progress review. Too much overlap between tone and style? Merge? Holy. Okay, it's a lot of repeating words. I think I'm going to read all these. Alan Wake writing. Our choice good but incomprehensible. Structural improvement. Repetition issue was solved with sufficient rounds of refinement. Style tone prioritized over comprehensibility. Negative progress. Refinement plus time equals progress. Making progress again. Individual elements are strong, but ATDs lacking awareness and intention is a blocker. Some of these seem to be bugged, these right ones. I can't pop up any text when I mouse over. Not that you can't really read the board either way. Tools.
When we think of art successfully affecting reality, we always think of Alan Wake and his writing. This could be due to recency bias or simply the amount of recorded evidence skewing our opinion. But also, I wonder if writing's very nature is an advantage. Text can describe events in such explicit detail. The story gives the shadow blueprint, a map of what to make real. But not all art is like this. Music, sculpture, dance, cuisine. In our case, a painting. When the source material is open to interpretation, how will the shadow choose to interpret it? I think Diana will find the question very interesting. Most likely, she already has an answer. That's why I love her.
Jules out. How dare you? Say plastic deer mask. What hit me there? Projectile? Projectile vomit? out of batteries for my flashlight. FYI. That's why I ran back here. I do have flares, though. How good that did me. Oi. So, what the heck am I even doing? I've been here for so long. I don't recall even. We didn't get like a new key card, did we? No. So what? Something open up down here?
This is good stuff. There's styles of movement. Let's work with that. Short, to the point, physical metaphors, dark imagery.
Just I don't think we have a card. I don't even know how I check my inventory, to be honest. I really don't. Haven't a clue. Aha. This new? August 7th, 2023. Team notice. As you may know, a valued member of our team was recently reassigned off of Project Arbitus. Carla Livingston's designs and engineering expertise were a key part of the creation of ATDs. Their contributions to the project cannot be overstated. The project team should rest assured that their reassignment was an error that should be corrected soon. Our project director, Dr. Diana Marmont, would like to remind all team members that any directives or assignments from Dr. Jules Marmont have no bearing on Arbitus staff and should be ignored. Thank you for your attention. It's a big weapon you got there, buddy. December 13, 2019. Background report, Rudolph Lane. 2010, Lane was inadvertently involved in AWE 35 while residing at the Cauldron Lake Lodge, where he lived under the care of Dr. Emil Hartman. See case number for information. His crimes and arrest. Lane was seriously injured during the AWE. Received medical care in Seattle for 2 months, during which time he questioned and cleared by FBC staff. Supplies.
My team was on sublevel 1. I knew they were in danger. The Marmonts turned innocent people into tools using the FBC's authority. They thought they were untouchable out here, hidden away in the woods. No. Actions have consequences. And I'm the consequences.
Dun.
Sublevel 1.
You fucking bastard!
Making me waste my little ammo.
Jules Marmont killed my team. He was taken by the Shadow. I should get that gun while I'm up here.
Gun? What is that? Boy, they really make it where you press and hold to overwrite. That gun. Gun? Gun? Anybody see a gun? Somebody here drop a gun. I'm about to die. Not quite sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Again. Oh, maybe this, even though, well, I'm about to die. No iframes. I guess I lied earlier about lack of direct or something. Direction, whatever I said. I clearly have none. Game is not holding hands.
I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean, it came up with it.
La putain d'assistant, moi, I run the lake house. This is my facility! Mine! He cannot just walk in here for 1 week, make some speeches, and then fly back to New York. Espèce de crétin! Prétentieux! The jackass thinks he's a fucking rock star! And he made fun of the name. Oh, the Shadow. The Shadow is good. It's evocative. He is just a jealous, spoiled little child. And I will make it so everyone can see this. I will make it so no one even remembers his name! To ces imbéciles là, hein? They all think I am a pencil pusher. They think I do not have the mind for such work. Eh bien, ils verront. Ils verront! I will take what they think is possible. But I will break it.
So, map check. We have to assume we're going to, obviously, to 2 then. Where I was before I died. Oh my lordy, what am I supposed to do here? Other than just get clapped. I'm not quite sure. Maybe the objective will say something. That thing just jumps on me. I guess it's coming right out of the painting, though. Progress update number 5. Probably gonna die here. Got the firing mechanism working. Throwing the test projectiles a good distance. Turned out pretty nicely. The fittings between the grenade launcher and custom components are a bit loose. No proper lathe here, but at least it works. Now I need some actual black rock for the tests. I know there's some on sub-level 5, but the acting inventory supervisor doesn't get access to that floor. Next steps, source black rock. Oh look, another password.
Okay, this should get me down to sub-level 5. And this should get me past any other problems.
Grenade launcher. Charge the black rock launcher by holding down M1, looks like. Charged shots go farther and deal more damage on impact.
There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. The contrived overlap rebounded on itself, compressing, compounding, reflecting and refracting. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance, cause and effect hopelessly entangled. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed. The feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for a release.
Noted, Mr. Allen, noted. Progress update number 6. Unfortunately, Jules' keycard went missing last night. Huge shame. On a totally unrelated note, I now have a level 3 clearance card in my office, plus a lot of black rock. Been grinding the black rock down to a powder and stashing around in case any gets confiscated. Next steps, weapon tests using black rock powder. If successful, maybe send schematics to offsite teams. Could lead to a transfer out of this shithole. Need to think up more applications for black rock now that I have some. There was a researcher at the OH who had tons of ideas like this. Wish I could remember their name. What was that? Oh, it's back where he picked up the block thingy before. Point of interest, point of interest. Wait, what was the other point I missed in there? So I guess we're going back to the elevator. Since I don't see any 3 doors up here. Car clearance 3. What the hell is the other point of interest, though? Just the note? Or I don't know. I don't see anything else to click on. Well, I can't run with the flare for some reason. I'm gonna walk at a snail's pace. GGIG.
Finally! Something works on these bastards.
This is not the way. Oh, I have to move the things again, don't I? Maybe. Maybe. right, so mental enough. I have to go back to that computer terminal to flip that switch again, and then I should be able to get back later. Honestly, wait, where's the lift? Where's the elevator? Oh, I'm confused. I don't know. There it is.
The Shadow had changed Jules Marmont into a hostile, paranatural entity. That made everything simpler. No arrest, no paperwork. I could put him down like the monster he was.
Error. Please hold.
This is not level 4.
Please hold. Please hold.
I have 0 heals on me right now. Again, I will be right back. Hey, I gotta run to the bathroom. Hello, welcome Digital Chocolate and Raiders. Hello, hello. Be right back. Alright, I'm getting raided. Hello, Aussie Flapjack Pete. Hello, Sky Orchard. Hello, Zyatonic. BRB. I gotta run to the bathroom. Gotta go pee break. Too much hydration. It's true. Be right back. Thank you so much for the raid. It was movie night, right? Streaming in from Just Chatting. What was the movie tonight? Digital Chocolate. BRB chat, BRB. Yeah, it goes in 3 out of here. Be right back. Got me by 1 second. Okay, finally back. What did I miss? Give me a hello there. So what was what were you up to tonight, Digital Chocolate, or what was the did you post? Let me scroll back up. What was the movie tonight, or what did everybody watch? If I missed anybody, hello Raiders, welcome. I'm here playing the latest Alan Wake 2 DLC that came out yesterday called The Lake House. It's all right. I wasn't like a huge Alan Wake fan. I didn't play it when it was brand new, but I still had the whole deluxe edition here, so I played it. Oh, that's the okay. You know, I never watched any of the Quiet Place films. Not that I'm opposed to. I saw like the beginning of the very original, the first one, but that's about it. How was the newest one? Oh, we're back to the painting. Let's talk to the painting. What do you know about Rudolph Lane?
Marmonts were holding a painter here. Rudolph Lane. Does that ring a bell?
The shape of a man.
I think you are.
Or were, Rudolph Lane.
Himself, a self-portrait. Make them see.
Look, I might be able to help you, but I need information, cooperation.
No brush, just himself.
Suspense with a nice story. Good to hear. Cool. So obviously with it being called Day One, it's a prequel to the other films, I'm assuming, but then again, if there's like, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody that hasn't seen it, because you never know, sometimes movies like to throw in post-credits or whatnot. A nice prequel.
Sublevel 4.
Research archives. Surely gonna be no more reading down here. No more lore.
Ooh, nice office.
Gangbusters. So again, I think my cam is covering it. You get some of your health back here in the bright light, but only a fraction. Not a full heal.
Come on.
Navigate the archives. Guessing we're fine from the paint monsters unless we see paint like that. Assuming. Oh look, antlers. Horned beast.
Okay, black rock powder. Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Could I have shot you prematurely? Because I didn't want to waste my ammo, and I guess we're just dead. Like, it wasn't there, so... Yeah. So, yeah. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Not quite sure. Game could definitely use some tutorials, at least in my opinion.
Need to keep an eye out for more of these.
Especially in a game like this, where I feel like most people probably aren't playing it every single day.
Come on.
Well, might as well save, because I have a feeling we're going to die. I can't heal even to even tank that, so yeah. Tankers. Wait, we got heals. Never mind, I lied. I just lied. Not even a full heal. Better though. Hey, Infinite Sky, how's it going? Still gonna get grabbed, aren't we? All good here. Thank you for asking. What the? Oh, projector screen, are you okay? There it goes. It's fine.
Diana sat in her office. A weak desk light kept the darkness around her at bay. The silence of the archive suited her. She scowled at a series of graphs when the room turned red. Alarms blared. Breach detected. Then the walls of the archives rumbled. A tremor in the bones of the facility. One by one, the red lights went dark as a wave of nothing poured in from all sides. Diana stood, but there was nowhere to run. The sheer depth of the darkness terrified her. She realized they had done this. Her and Jules. Their ambition. Their hatred. Her desk lamp flickered. In the brief moment before it all went dark, she thought of Jules' smile.
Come back here, you. My guitar gently moves. Well, ask and I shall receive, I guess. Come on, man, I pressed dodge. What is this? Oh shit. Nope. What the hell is happening? Boy, I feel like popping with guns in this game is a pain still. I remember saying that for the 20+ hour playthrough compared to other games. A struggle bus. Okay, teleporting. Son of a gun. Tap. I didn't want to switch. Why are we switching? Why are you running? Not quite sure what I'm doing or looking for. What else is new with me, though? We have an objective. Just navigate the archives. Sounds good. I thought that was the end. Navigate the archives. Yeah, so the DLC here is called the Lake House, but you're right. It definitely seems like we're like in the main, at least this part of Control. Which I only played Control earlier this year for the first time. That's in my mind. Doesn't remember a whole lot. I feel like I'm going bass backwards. Suck up my black rock powder. In video game logic, enemies equals correct way. Maybe. Aha. Afraid to get close to anything, any paint.
September 13th, 2023. Notes regarding the concept of the tortured artist. A romanticized image of the sensitive artistic temperament, yes. But...
Oh, the ad's coming off. So, yeah, I was thinking I played Control for the first time this year, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. But it seems like we are in the original game area. Right now, anyways.
Regular psychological exams, then we could have quantified the subject's emotional state, creating a sort of distress rating to compare against the art score. I'll make this a sub-goal of my study of Edward Booker. Once we set the variables and establish a control reading of his art and mental state, then we can begin inducing negative emotion. Limited food and water, perhaps. An increasingly tight living space. This is how Jules lost his subject, though. Need to be careful not to leave any sharp objects in Booker's cell.
You enjoyed it? Looking forward to the sequel whenever it comes? Yeah, they did confirm it, right? Thanks, Rose. Have a great night. Hope you feel better. Hope you continue to feel better. Talk to you soon. Night night. Project Arbitus, the definition of art, a study by Diana Marmont, PhD. To truly comprehend the threshold within Cauldron Lake, we must first understand its attraction to art. However, even the definition of art is as varied as the range of crafts that fall under the name. To that end, we must open a track of research dedicated to defining and quantifying art, ultimately rendering the concept into a unit of measurement. Holy crap. To begin, let's not try to understand humanity's definition of art, but rather Cauldron Lake's preferences. Past cases of Cauldron Lake's threshold affecting reality have centered on writing, Wake 2010. Cinematography is also suspected, though not directly confirmed, Zane 1970. What about other mediums? We will need to test the viability of painting, poetry, music, photography, sculpting, dance, and so on. Not to mention the myriad of genres or methods within each medium. What about crafts outside the most common artistic expressions? Does any act of creation on a high level of expertise merit the title of art? Baking, woodworking, etc.? What about non-physical mediums? Why is music an art and philosophy is not? Does something become art due to its medium, its quality, or perhaps simply through the intent of expression? Or an equation made up of all three? What would be the order of importance? What thresholds must each factor reach for the equation to succeed? But wait, there's plenty more. Follow-up report, reply redacted. On the morning of redacted, the musician held at the lake house for research purposes was discovered missing from her cell. Security footage of the cell from the night before was damaged by electrical interference of an undetermined nature. Redacted, known professionally as Redacted, has produced a song called 6 Deep Breaths during her time at the lake house and was considered very promising as research material by Dr. Marmont, and Dr. Marmont, Redacted, somehow used her song to orchestrate her escape. Efforts to find Redacted were brief, with any wider search considered an unacceptable risk to the lake house's mandate of confidentiality. Deep breaths.
The lake house was underwater. The Marmont's ambitions had finally been realized. Jules had dangled the painting like a lure and hooked an ocean. Their machines couldn't hold it. A fault in the system. The water rushed in, filled it until it was ready to burst. All their successes and failures had led them here. The work had made them into monsters. But the lake house was still theirs. It always would be. They could feel an outsider trespassing in their labs. "I know you're here," they called out to the dark. They hunted floor by floor. They wouldn't let the intruders stop their progress. This was their home. Their beloved tomb beneath the waves.
Password 685298. Surely it's not that easy, is it? Sure is, right on the post-it note. Diana, I just received a letter from Darling about a request you made to bring in live subjects. What were you thinking? Do you know how that looks, Jules? What did he say? Was it approved? No, he refused. You know protocol does not allow this sort of thing. And he says he will be making a trip to the lake house to check in on us soon. Like we are children. This is very bad for our reputation, Diana. Please, if you have an idea like this, come to me first. Jules. Diana, considering the details on the new page we have found, I believe we need to abandon the research into Alan Wake's writing. We must not endanger our staff. Regards, Dr. Jules Marmont, co-head of research. Don't pretend like you're worried about them, Jules. You're just looking out for your own ass. The fact that the pages are detailing future events means they are the correct method. We have to learn how to harness their power and dictate events to meet our goals, not Wakes, whatever those may be. The ATDs are producing better and better results. We just need to keep doing the work. No, Diana, I'm looking at the page right now. Constant imbalance, out of control, a crack in the lake house. Continue with this research, we will lose our facility. Perhaps more than that. What is the point in succeeding if we are dead? I am a head of research here, and I forbid you from proceeding. You can't forbid anything. You're not going to keep me from the most important work of my life. If you're too much of a coward to keep pushing ahead, then I'll finish what we set out to do here alone. We have plenty of ongoing lines of research. I suggest you pick one and leave Wake's writing to me. You always needed me more than I needed you. Hello, Dr. Marmont. I received your formal complaint about Jules's behavior. You claim he is maliciously keeping research material away from your team, but he says they have simply been misplaced. I understand you are frustrated, but I recommend giving his team a week or so to find the pages and return them to your team. The issue persists at that point, then let's discuss your desire to escalate this issue. Does that sound agreeable? Sincerely, Harry Kingston, Facility Administrator. Back to the archives we go, I guess. Trippy. Hmm. What am I doing? I do not know. Investigate the lake house. Get to the experiment site on sublevel 5. Shifting geometry bullshit. Point of interest, point of interest. Am I supposed to turn around or something? Or I don't think so. What do I know? I don't think we have a key card. Like we're in the Lost Woods. Am I supposed to be going back? I really don't know. Let's go save. Somehow we got here quicker than before, right? We had to like, go through the whole labyrinth or whatever.
More shifting geometry. Yeah, great. Wish the elevator would stop moving.
Is it supposed to be confusing or is it just a me thing? Oh, who is this?
I can't find the details anywhere. That bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit from my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized? Oh, that is really fucking rich, Jules. Oh, and he's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to reference have just vanished. He is actively impeding critical bureau research. I mean, if he can do that, then what is stopping me from going down to that lab? And I don't know, just inverting the amplifiers or misaligning the receivers or both. It's the same thing in principle. He booked the lab.
This doesn't look like
some big experiment tomorrow. I can't find the details anywhere.
Place is a mess.
Bastard is hiding them. All those years, he steals credit from my ideas and my work, and now he's scared of being plagiarized?
Whoops, too many
That
Fs.
is really
Too much F
fucking
clicking.
rich, Jules. Somebody's reportedly misplaced the manuscript pages I need for my work. Suddenly, the exact pages that I need to...
Oh, look, the elevator. Can't be this easy, right?
Oh, Jesus. 1, 2, 3.
Freddy's coming for you.
5.
Shut down the experiment.
Hell.
I was just thinking, I think there were like, not that you have to go back, I'm guessing. I don't know. On the other floors, I think there were like other like stores that could be opened with key cards. Security level 2 on floor 3. Maybe we end up back there, maybe we don't. Maybe it's optional. 3. I am curious now. Can I even go back? Or am I past the point of no return? Probably just for... I guess I can't use F on there now. Granted, I could always reload or... Not sure if it's for just more items, lore, both.
The Marmonts had
Achievements.
opened the door into Cauldron Lake's threshold. It was forced. It was unstable. Shutting the experiment down was the only option.
Eyes of cringe.
Typical fucking morons.
Beat Dr. Marmot. Doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Threshold's about to fracture. Where'd she go?
Oh, I can't go over that way? Very small arena. Rip. Smaller than I thought. That's what she said.
Like I needed more problems.
What the hell? That's what even happened there. Get hit by the rock. Am I supposed to snipe you from a distance? Reloading. Shut down the experiment. To hell with this pull lever. You're angry. I get it.
I don't have time for this. I need to shut down this threshold before it fractures.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Agent Estevez stood in the forest just outside of Bright Falls. She watched her team detain Alan Wake and Ilmo Koska, stuffing them into black SUVs. She realized this was the moment Wake had been writing in the vision she had seen. The story was coming true. She pushed the thought out of her head. It had been a good tip, a way to find Wake. Nothing more.
Alan Wake! After the threshold event collapsed, I was back at Cauldron Lake.
Hey, Angelic, what's up?
I was somewhere else. I saw Alan Wake there. He was writing about me finding him in Bright Falls, in the woods. It was a good tip. I called the surviving members of my team, and I told them to meet me there. You know, these cases, they never get less ambiguous or easier. This one, this was tough. Because protocol says entities like the Taken are monsters, threats. But the Marmots were monsters way before the Shadow got to them. So at the end of the day, what's the difference?
Oh yeah, do you know which backroom game it was? By chance? End of chapter. Spacebar to continue.
We wrote so many deep press.
Looking for release 30 XP. F pause, enter, speed up, escape, skip. Oh yeah, escape. Cool. Yeah, that's the one I may have the most time in between that and inside. That's the one I played with. Escape the Backrooms with Rose, Code, Kane, G's Nuts. Who else? Who else am I forgetting? GG. If it's what I heard from Cage Titan is true, supposedly there's a update coming out on the 28th for Escape the Backrooms. October 28th? Didn't see anything about it, but I'm not on their Discord server.
Gotta take it slow, 'cause that's the fastest way that I know. Deep press. 60 breaths till the pain subsides. 60 breaths till I'm fine. 60 breaths.
Thank you, Mr. Boom. Well, that took me long enough. Took me long enough to figure out the controls. By the time I got to the end, I finally realized you aim the flashlight, you have to be aiming down sights with your guns, and then I'm like, where's my crosshair? And try to aim the flashlight. People are always so jank. Okay, there's one thing figured out. Took me 3 hours, but we figured it out. He's played that, the newest one, Media and Escape together. I couldn't tell you which ones I did without looking through Steam and Itch and everything. Yeah, there's so many, it's crazy. I feel like I might be done. Well, maybe never say never, but done playing any other Backrooms games outside of Escape and Inside. But I say that now, and I'm probably a liar already.
Deep press. 60 breaths, forget all the rest. Rolling back, feels like my heart already stopped. Too much stress, bones to reset. Deep press. 60 breaths, forget all the rest. Go, I gotta let go of everything that I've ever known. Deep press. Slow, gotta take it slow, 'cause that's the fastest way that I know.
Not sure why you didn't want to play them in the past. There's another one too I was just thinking of that I probably will play. It's the solo player one that looks I'd say realistic, hyper realistic. And I'll probably continue to play. It's almost 1 a.m. and I'm hungry. And I'm hungry. All that water will do that to me. Water and lack of sugar. Ooh, what kind of candy was it? A bit of iced coffee and a bag of candy. I may actually have a late night snack here. Well, it's about time for me to end stream anyways, so couldn't have timed this any better, I guess. Plus side. I've not had sour candy or anything in a long time. Never was a huge fan of it, but it never bothered me either. Even as a kid, I know some people are not big fans of sour candies. I'm actually curious what actually makes sour candies sour. I'm sure it's some chemical or some compound. I'm trying to think that like what IRL stuff makes people pucker, I guess lemons or limes or stuff like that maybe. So I'm happy I played this, but I will say still, I'm really not a humongous... I love Sam Lake, I love Remedy and everything, but I'm not really not like a humongous Alan Wake fan still, despite playing the games and Control and everything. I wasn't really... I love the performances and everything, but... Especially after playing the recently released Silent Hill 2 remake. Needless to say. I'd rather, if you said, would you rather play Alan Wake 2 or Silent Hill 2 again, it's an obvious no-brainer for me. But I already had the deluxe edition of Alan Wake 2, so I figured, what the hell? Might as well. Earlier in the year, this year, for the first time, I played Alan Wake 1. Then I played Alan Wake 2. Then I played Control. Then we played the DLCs for this, for Alan Wake 2, and that was it. I think it was almost 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I did play the Max Payne games again on stream. Prepare to fast forward. Guess that's it. Windbreaker default. Sawed-off shotgun. Celebrity suit classic. Classic Wake. Evolver. Somebody looking to add more? Or There's only default. Double-barreled shotgun. GG's. I was curious. Yeah, you could reload. So I know there was at least one computer I didn't do. There might be more because I didn't go back and unlock those certain rooms. It's kind of funny we couldn't go back up after the fact. I was kind of trapped. Once you go to floor sub-level 5.